How we doing out there, money, please? I don't know how I'm going to follow the girl that was just up here. She was fucking awesome. One more round of applause for her before we get started, guys. She was fucking great. Big milestone this past week here in Las Vegas. They finally passed the medical marijuana bill. Awesome stuff. They gave out 18 of those little certificates for 18 different groups of people to open up their own little dispensaries, which is great. And I think we can all see where this is going. Next thing is going to be medical pussy. They're finally going to just dispense with the bullshit and legalize prostitution. I mean, what does more for mental illness than getting a piece of ass? And I'll tell you, folks, I promise you, I will be first in line for one of those little certificates to open a pussy dispensary. I will have the first prostitute dispensary guaranteed, folks, because I have the best business plan. Gonna go ahead, go down to Vons. I'm gonna steal all their fucking coolers where they keep the eggs and the cheese and the fucking beer and all that shit that they don't need. The ones that they open up. I'm gonna go in the middle of the night with a bunch of fucking masked gunmen, and I'm gonna steal all that shit. I'm gonna throw away the craft singles and all that horse shit that we don't need. And then I'm gonna pop them down on the fucking strip right across from the Flamingo, and I'm gonna put a hooker in each one. I'm gonna put the fucking magnetic locks around the outside of the refrigerator door with a little credit card reader. And if you skip enough child support payments that you still have money in your account, you can swipe your fucking card and the medical lock opens up and the door opens up like Star Trek. And you go in there, and the rest is just. Thank you. Get medicated, ladies and gentlemen. And you know the best thing about it is, I think it's going to bring a little personality to the oldest profession in the world, because in that little space, you know, your girl, she can. That's her space. She can deck it out any way she wants. You know, maybe she's been in Vegas too long, so the inside of her little booth looks like Lisa Frank on ecstasy. Lots of bright colors and zebra print and shit. Or maybe she was touched by her uncle, so it's all black with fucking Iron Maiden posters and stuff. That's fine. That's cool. If you're into that sort of thing, I'm your fucking guy. I'm your candy man. Come on down. Fucking swipe the card. If it gets denied, you get your knees broken, but it's all in the fine print. And you know what? If that doesn't work out, I'm just going to close up shop and I'm going to buy me a big fucking school bus. I'm going to drive around to all the B strip clubs. You guys know where they are. The Palomino Room, the fucking OGs, Larry's Gorillas. I'm going to drive around on cut day. We all know what cut day is, right? It's like 2/3 of the way through January. So all the girls that made their New Year's resolutions, like, I'm going to drop 15 pounds, I'm going to get into a good club. And then they don't, so then they just go to audition again at the OG club and they get cut. I'm going to cruise around. I'm going to stop right in front of the fucking bus stop. And if you see a girl that's, you know, stacked with extensions and she's got sweat rolling down her cankle on cut day, that bitch is getting on the bus. I'm going to load the fucking bus up, and then I'm going to stop at the 7-Eleven on the way out of town, getting on 93. I'm going to load that fucking bus up with Tina burritos, crystal meth, crack cocaine, Slurpees, all the hooker food groups, all the good stripper food groups that are available. And you can get all that shit at one 7-Eleven in Vegas, which is perfect, because I got shit to do. I don't have time. And then I'm going to point that fucker toward Reno. Drive up to Reno. I'm going to stop right in front of the Bunny Ranch. I'm going to buy the trailer park across the street from it. And then I'm going to put... You have something to add to the proceedings? Are you fact-checking me? Did I get something wrong? It's outside of Carson City. It's outside of Carson City. See, thank you. That's an invaluable piece of information. I'm going to need to know that shit. You want to be a consultant? Okay. All the same, shut the fuck up. So then I'm going to put one of those hookers in each trailer. I'll pump it full of cheesecake and shit. And then I'm going to take Dennis Hoff's price, cut it in half. So if you go over to the Bunny Ranch and your car gets denied, come on over to the Bison Farm. We'll hook you up. We'll hook you up at a fucking discounted rate. Yeah. Coming up on the second anniversary of the death of one of the greatest Americans that ever lived, July 27th of 2012, Neil Armstrong, one of the only men that's ever walked on the moon. He fucking died almost 2 years ago. And after all this time, I've always asked this one question. Nobody can answer it. Do you guys think that his pallbearers carried his casket like this? That's a valid fucking question. No one can answer it. I want to know. I want to know. So, what do you guys think it would look like if Muhammad Ali and Michael J. Fox were drinking a large macchiato at a Starbucks in downtown San Bernardino and a 7.2 magnitude earthquake broke out? Do you think they'd be the only two guys that don't spill coffee on each other? And after a somewhat violent segue, it leads me to my next joke. I have one of the most coveted bobblehead collections in all of bobblehead collecting. Yes, that's a thing. People do it. And I have a great collection. I have both the Hepburn sisters. I have Michael J. Fox. I have Muhammad Ali. And I have one that I'm sad to say is severely damaged ever since I took it on vacation with me to Dallas. My JFK bobblehead doll has never been the same after I got back from Dallas. The head's all... Wow. It'll never be the same again, unfortunately. So... Judging from before, the vast majority of you guys smoke pot, right? You guys smoke weed? That's right, I smoke weed too, and I get bored when I smoke weed. And I get hungry. So what I like to do is I like to go down to McDonald's. I like to play a little game. I like to play a little game. Pull up to the drive-thru, right? Before the guy fucking says a word, I just shout into the fucking speaker. Hey, how you doing? Let me get two orders of lasagna dinner, one spaghetti, side of meatballs, 3 orders of wings, 2 hot, 1 mild, some Star Wars action figures, a life-size replica of the Death Star, a copy of Time magazine. Let's see. Fuck it. It's 1 calzone and a peanut butter milkshake. Thanks. And then I just pull up to the fucking window. And when the guy comes out of the thing, he's like, "Hey, were you just ordering a bunch of crazy shit that we don't have?" And I always tell him the same thing. I was like, "No, I ordered a double cheeseburger, a chicken sandwich, and a small Coke. I think your speaker's broken, bro." But don't pull that shit. If you're gonna do that, don't pull that shit at the fucking McDonald's on Flamingo, because my mom works there. And you'll pull up and you'll just order a bunch of crazy shit. And this is all you're gonna get in return. John, go home. You're drunk. You're going to get another DUI, and I don't fucking need it. Do not come home all fucked up again. Get the fuck out of here. So do it at any McDonald's other than that one, because my mom knows my fucking MO. Thank you, guys. That's everything I got.